Okay, well, I have to redo this video because apparently my hand liked to touch the microphone of this phone and pretty much just made it go stupid all the goddamn time. So, hello, how are you? Welcome again to a video that you are only seeing once, but I've recorded now 2 times because apparently my hand likes to fiddle with the microphone. I hope you all have been keeping well from my isolation room. We are going to be addressing where the direction of this channel is going. And I feel like I've done this God knows how many goddamn times on this channel. I've done so many of these videos before talking about how I'm going to do this and do that and how I'm holding myself back and this, that, and the other. It's ridiculous kind of to see the journey that some content creators go on, and I pretty much am seeing the journey that I'm going on and the rights and the wrongs of what I'm doing. However, I know that the decision to move from here is actually a decent one, and the decision is going to be that I'm going to be covering a new genre, and that genre is going to be strictly horror. I'm a big fan of horror. I'm a big fan of video game horror games. I'm a big fan of horror movies, even horror shows, everything of that nature. I've always been a big fan of this genre from beginning to end. Even ghost hunting, heaven forbids, fingers crossed, one day we'll do a ghost hunting thing. But I've always just been a big fan of it. And it's one of these things where the latest interview I did recently on the Go Live podcast with Fairy Live Show, she said, when you're building a product, one thing you should do is build around something you enjoy and you love, and build and work through that or work around that and, grow from there. And it's awesome because it's actually very true. It's one of these things where, for me specifically, I've always been a big fan of horror, but I've never built around that. I've always been a big fan and a big fan of the whole genre of it, and I never built around that. And I think with my channel, I've done a lot of building my channel and the product and the content around what at that time I feel deemed more worthy enough to be able to be content. But I never really progressed from there because it was not something that I fully enjoyed or loved. So I think this is going to be a little bit more different because I do enjoy the concept of horror and I really want to see what I can get out there and output out there specifically for this niche. And I'm going to focus on this niche as well. So when it comes to content we develop, it'll be horror concept. When it comes to streams we develop, hopefully it'll be more horror niche streams. And we can do it on Twitch and also on YouTube as well for you guys, for anyone to watch, like playthroughs and everything. So there's gonna be a good change coming to the channel. If you're not a horror fan, that's okay. If you want to unsubscribe because you're not really keen on that, that's perfectly fine. I ain't gonna take offense to it yet. But it's perfectly fine if you want to go somewhere else and cover what it is you enjoy, because that's always the most important thing. There's a reason why there's so many content creators out there, is because there's a lot of stuff you can enjoy. So that is the kind of progression for the channel in 2023. 2022, I've been very inconsistent, and I know it. And I know 2022 hasn't really been my best year as a content developer. I've done a lot of good things, but I've done a lot of not the best things. And what I mean by that is just I haven't been consistent enough. I haven't really been updating enough. I haven't really been too focused on the product or a specific part of the product, and it's been affected negatively. So it's going to be the next phase in the HealPleaseHeal line where I'm going to focus on this and see where this goes and see how far this goes as well, because again, it's a niche that I enjoy a lot. And even from like ghost videos to game reviews to movie reviews to show reviews to top 5 games coming out to historical references and historical landmarks here, I'm hyped about it. I'm excited about it. So I do hope you guys are around for the journey. I'd love to hear from you and your thoughts and opinions on this. Is this something you're interested in? If you have a historical landmark that's around you, let me know what it is, and I can do a little bit more of a deep dive into it and give you some kind of background with it. But yeah, let me know your thoughts and opinions on it in the comments below. But like I said, this is just something that I kind of want to try to do and I want to focus on because it's a niche that I've never really focused on. And it's a niche that I've never really stuck to. And that's been my biggest issue, is I've been all over the place when it comes to certain niches and concepts. Gaming is one niche that I've always been a part of. However, it's so in abundance, it's really hard to set yourself apart. And some people can do it, and that's great. Obviously, for me, I've been doing this for 6 years, and it's just something's not working, and I'm able to address this and identify this. So this is why I'm taking the necessary steps to see, okay, what else can we do? And how else can we do it? And that's kind of the biggest thing that I want to try to take away from is, what else can we do to make this better? And how can I do this to make it more worthwhile for the individuals watching? So yeah, that is the direction that I'm taking the channel for 2023. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it goes well and we enjoy it and we continue with it. And this is the one niche that we know has been missing in our life. But yeah, so that's the end all be all of that. Thank you again for watching. Thank you again for sticking by with me. Let me know in the comments if you like this idea, and if you want to see something specific when it comes to the horror genre, let me know. But I'm hyped. I'm hyped about this. I'm super hyped about this, and I hate the fact that my ears are plugged because everything that I'm talking right now seems very muffled to me. Goddamn COVID. Goddamn. But I love you all very much. Have a fantastic day. And from me to you, make sure to heal. Please heal. And soon, to be Scream. Please scream. That's not stopping the recording. This is going to be edited, so there you go. That's from my phone.